right, good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nacker, and I just want to share with you some of the top stories that we're following right now. And unfortunately, there is a police investigation underway. It actually led police to a gas station on Cleveland Avenue. It is a death investigation. A person has died. That part we do know. And it did lead police to the gas station, but that's not actually where the shooting is believed to have happened. So, like I say, the investigation is underway right now. But police say that what happened is that a man drove to the gas station with the shooting victim, a 42-year-old woman. She was pronounced dead by EMS at the gas station. There definitely was a very active investigation overnight. I apologize. I'm trying to lose this live bug that we have up for some reason. But there was a very active investigation overnight, and it included the streets in front of and alongside and that were cordoned off, with police tape around the gas station. There were several police vehicles there, including crime scene investigation vans. And, the investigation really centered around an SUV near the gas pumps of the BP on Cleveland Ave. But the thing is, police say the shooting, again, did not happen there. The driver of the vehicle apparently flagged down an officer around 12:30 while driving up to the gas station. Police would not say if they have a suspect in custody, only that they are questioning the driver. Police did not release anyone's identity at this time, but they did confirm the shooting victim is from Atlanta. Police also say they're still processing a lot of evidence, including reviewing surveillance video in that area as well. If you know anything about this, you're asked to please contact police and just share whatever information you can, help them solve this crime. There is a crime that we told you about earlier this week, which now may have been solved. At least an arrest was made here. And I just want to update you on that death investigation in Buford that we were reporting on. So now police have actually made an arrest in connection to what they're calling a murder at a home early Wednesday morning in Buford. Gwinnett County homicide detectives say that they've now charged Eric Ruiz Lopez, 19 years old, of Buford with aggravated assault, felony, and malice murder. And around 1:45 in the morning, officers responded to a trouble unknown call on the 3200 block of Ivy Birch Way, according to Gwinnett County Police. A caller had reported hearing some loud noises, somebody grunting for help. Officers arrived. They found a man dead inside the house. And during the investigation, detectives say that they discovered Lopez and the victim shared a bedroom in the house, so they were roommates. They got into a physical altercation, and in that bedroom which they shared, that resulted in Lopez actually choking the victim unconscious with a television cable, according to the report. Detectives say Lopez left the room and then returned with a knife and then stabbed the victim multiple times. So Lopez has now been booked into the Gwinnett County Jail. Detectives say they're not looking for additional suspects. The victim's next of kin has not yet been notified, so they're not releasing the identity of the victim at this time. But again, what police have now determined is, they've made an arrest, and they are saying that the victim in that Buford murder was actually killed by his roommate, so who was 19 years old, and that young person now behind bars. It's something that we're going to continue to follow here on Atlanta News First Plus. I also want to talk about, a very important and a somber anniversary today. It is the 56th anniversary of the assassination of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And although it is a somber anniversary to remember, it's something that Atlantans are definitely going to be remembering today, and they're going to be paying tribute to the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So there's going to be a wreath laying happening a little bit later today, actually at 11:15 this morning. And it's going to happen at the King Center on Auburn Avenue. A ceremony will be led by the Reverend Bernice King. And we do want to let you know that Atlanta News First is going to be there. We're going to stream that for you live right here on Atlanta News First Plus if you want to be part of the observances there. Okay, also, we've been telling you about the devastating tornado damage in Rockdale County. The cleanup is starting to get underway, and people really in that area struggling to recover, to start the process of rebuilding after an EF2 tornado ripped through the area late Tuesday night. It's going to take a lot of help, a lot of time and effort for these families to recover. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm has a closer look.
I'm in the Briarwood Circle neighborhood off of McDaniel Mill Road, and this street sign gives you an indication of just how strong that tornado was. Here's one home that is just one example of many of houses that took a beating as trees and branches smashed into them. It's unclear right now if anybody's going to be able to live in this house for a while. We got a clearer picture yesterday of just how much damage was done when the tornado barreled through Rockdale County, touching down here just west of the city limits of Conyers. Some roofs were torn off, outbuildings flattened, lots of property damage from fallen trees. Families are telling us their homes literally shook when the midnight tornado struck. They scrambled to the middle of their homes. Some of them worried the house was about to lift off its foundation. And when it was all over and daylight came, they were just thankful nobody was hurt.
Seems like a lot of the shingles and the roofing came off. Because of that, a lot of leaking went to the house. Our back porch, practically half of it was torn down. It was really crazy, really never experienced anything like this.
Of course, now comes the task of dealing with insurance companies, hiring contractors, a lot of work to be done, which could take many weeks. Near Conyers in Rockdale County, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Rebecca for that report. I want to bring in now First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris because, as people are now getting ready for, they're trying to recover over there from the tornado. Now they got wind.
They do indeed. That's our issue today. It's going to turn out to be a pretty decent day. You no doubt know that as you stepped outdoors, got to work this morning. But Joy, as you mentioned, it's windy today. It's actually just as windy today, Joy, as it was yesterday. So good morning to you, everybody. We are under a wind advisory in all of metro Atlanta northward until 8 o'clock this evening. That's the map that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. So our winds are going to at times be sustained at 20 miles per hour. It's not going to be a consistent 20, but at times our winds will peak at 20 with gusts up to 35, especially for those of you in the higher elevations of the northeast Georgia mountains, like above 2,000 feet. So watch out for that later on today. That's really our biggest issue, is the wind that will impact us. Here's a look at our wind forecast map. I'm starting this early this morning, and we'll take you into the afternoon. This is lunchtime today, and as you can see, that purple in east and northeast Georgia, that's the stronger wind. So believe it or not, the wind that we're seeing today is a part of the same overall storm system that brought us the storms Tuesday night going into Wednesday. That storm system is still impacting the East Coast, and as it moves off the coast, it's still kind of keeping our wind strong on the backside. So that's why you see those stronger winds north and east of Atlanta today. So at lunchtime, our wind gust is at 25 miles per hour in Atlanta, 36 in Clayton up in Rabun County. So that's what I mean when I say for elevations of 2,000 feet or higher, you'll certainly see those stronger winds later on today. And that will continue into tonight as well. As you can see, our wind gust will be about 25 miles per hour. That's at 5 o'clock as you're driving home from work, and continuing to go into the nighttime, those winds will stay a little bit elevated. The one thing that will help us is the higher wind will actually prevent frost from developing overnight. Our temperatures will drop into the upper 30s for the beginning of April. Unbelievable, but the upper 30s on Friday morning. If our winds were calm, we'd actually have frost developing, but the wind will help to keep that frost from forming. But it's still going to be plenty cold as you step out the door on Friday morning, so make sure and grab the coat as you get out and about tomorrow. Tomorrow's high 61 degrees, so Friday will be very similar to today. Our weekend is looking fantastic in Metro Atlanta. 65 on Saturday, 73 on Sunday. As we go into next week, it's trending wetter next week, and it's too far away to give you complete details, but we know enough about Tuesday to know that it's going to rain, so circle Tuesday on your calendar. That's our next First Alert weather day for rain, and the coverage on Tuesday is 60%. It drops to 40% on Wednesday, but it does still look like it'll rain on Wednesday. And just sort of looking ahead at our day data. It looks like it'll rain on Thursday of next week as well. So we may see rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. We're confident about Tuesday, which is why we went ahead and added that first alert weather day for Tuesday, just so you could circle that on your calendar. And again, as we get closer to next week, we'll give you more details on what you can expect, but at least some rain for the middle of next week. Until we get there, we hope that you enjoy the rest of this week and the weekend, because the weather will be pretty phenomenal, and we'll keep you up to date on that wind advisory. Again, it expires at 8 o'clock this evening. We'll have more with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez on Atlanta News First at noon. Until then, we hope you have an amazing Thursday, and until next time, we'll see you soon.